Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, helpwithgadgets.edc, and we're going to do a short review of the Divo Mash. This knife has a sheep's foot style blade, one of my favorite blade shapes. I have quite a few, as I've noticed, similar styled blades. This particular one is on loan to me from my nephew, and we're going to do a few size comparisons right now. Let's see if we can't give you an idea about the size of it. Let's see. Let's compare it to the EMP EDC Nimble, and we'll bring in a QSP Penguin. You see, it's slightly larger than both of those. Alright, let's now go with the Bake Knives Mini Glimpse and a Giant Mouse Ace Tribeca. You can see both of those. Alright, let's move those out of the way and bring in a CJRB Feldspar. That one's a tad larger than the Mash, and a Concept Fenrir. That one's also a tad larger. Okay, let's get those out of the way. Let's bring in the Miguron Morial. Quite a similar sized knife, and CJRB Pyrite. Again, the Mash is slightly larger than the Pyrite. Alright, let's get rid of those. Next up, let's bring in a American Blade Works Model 1 Wharncliffe and a Model 2. Okay, see how those are somewhat similarly sized. And alright, the Holt Haptic and a Rogers Design X Mid. Get those two out of the way. And last, we have the CJRB Malaya, or however that might be pronounced, and the Kaiser Knives Cyberblade. And as you can tell, the Mash is quite a bit larger than the Cyberblade. Alright, so that's the comparisons that I have for you today. If you don't have one of those particular knives, let's take a look and see exactly how long this blade is. And it's just over about 3 1/4, right at 3 1/4. I think the specs actually say 3.3 inches. From what I could find online, this particular knife was a Blue Creek Knives exclusive when it came out, and I think that was somewhere around March of 2023. This is the version 2, and I believe there's going to be a version 2.5 that'll be dropping soon. As you can see, it does have the wire pocket clip, which in my opinion works very well. It has a 14C 28N blade, and you can see that designated there on the bottom of the blade. I did clean this one last night, and it has not been flipped a lot since, but the action on it is very good. It's not quite fall shut, but as that oil gets into the bearings and it gets more lubricated, it should continue to improve from that cleaning. Alright, let's see. Ergonomics. This is very comfortable in hand. It's a fairly straight across knife. Great jumping on the top of the blade there if you're holding in that particular grip. Or if you're doing this particular grip, you're not getting into any of the jimping, or at least with my hands, I'm not getting any of that jimping. But the top of the blade is comfortable. It's this is a hollow ground blade, so it is very slicey. And again, this is one of my favorite blade shapes. And also, I might add one of the favorite opening methods as well, with the reverse flick. And that is, well, I say that's the only way, but you can actually use your thumb quite easily. Have to do a slight pushing out. Seems to work best. Alright, and then of course it is a liner lock, inset liner lock. Titanium scales. As you can see, this one has been used and carried a good bit, but it's still a very nice looking knife, a very functional knife. Great EDC sized blade in my opinion. Alright, I believe that's going to do it for today. You can see closed, its centering is very good. Overall, a well-made knife. I am not sure of the OEM for this particular blade. Again, I wasn't able to find out a whole lot of information about it. The Blue Creek Knives is no longer in business, and I wasn't able to look back at the specs to make sure. However, this is a great knife. If you can find one on the secondary, I would suggest doing so. Again, if not, there's supposed to be a drop here in a couple of days, I think. Not sure on that, but Google should tell you. Alright, that's all for now. Again, this is Tommy, help with gadgets.edc. Appreciate you watching. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And if you can subscribe and like this video, it would be much appreciated as well. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.